You've probably been hearing this term a lot lately, artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and it's bringing up one of the biggest questions of our lifetime. What's going to happen to our jobs? Let's get into it.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It's on everyone's mind. As this tech gets smarter and smarter, you have to wonder, where do we all fit in? And you know what? This isn't science fiction anymore. This is a real economic question we all need to start thinking about right now.
And look, this isn't just a hunch. The data is already starting to tell the story. A report from the World Economic Forum found that a full 40% of companies are already making plans to shrink their workforces because of automation. So the big takeaway here is that this isn't some distant future threat. The shift is happening as we speak.
Okay, so to really understand the impact, we need to be super clear on what AGI actually is. Let's try an analogy. Think of it as the ultimate intern. But what makes this intern so different from the AI we already use every day, like Siri or Alexa?
Well, here's the basic idea. The AI we have now, it's a specialist. It's amazing at doing one specific thing. AGI, though, is a generalist. It's built to think, to learn, and to adapt kind of like we do, figuring things out from raw data without us needing to guide it every step of the way. Like that perfect intern, it doesn't just do one little task. It learns the entire business.
And here is the real kicker. If you teach a standard AI to be a grandmaster at chess, that's all it can do. It can't suddenly turn around and write a beautiful poem. AGI, in theory, could. It's designed to take what it learned in one area and apply that logic to a totally different, new problem. And that right there, that's the game changer.
So if this incredibly powerful AI is on the horizon, the next logical question is, when's it getting here? Well, this is where things start to get a little messy. Just take a look at this timeline. It is all over the place. You've got Elon Musk saying it could be as early as 2026. Then you have Google's leadership pointing to sometime after 2030. But then, when you survey thousands of AI experts, the consensus is more like a 50-50 shot between 2040 and 2061. I mean, that is a huge, huge range.
So why the enormous disagreement? It really comes down to one simple problem. Nobody can agree on what AGI actually is. The finish line is different for every single person you ask. Does it mean an AI can do 50% of human jobs? 100%? If you don't have a clear target, predicting when you'll hit it is, well, it's pretty much impossible.
But here's the thing. No matter when it arrives, we know it will have a massive impact. But maybe we should think of it less like a job apocalypse and more like a great job reshuffle. Let's look at what might be going away and what new things are showing up.
Now, this is really interesting when you see it side by side. On the left, you've got jobs that are heavy on repetition and data processing. Think accountant, financial analysts, customer service. But on the right, you see the brand new jobs popping up to build, manage, and basically steer this new technology. People like AI ethicists, data engineers, and yeah, even nuclear engineers, because you need massive amounts of power for these data centers. And if we dig a little deeper, a really clear pattern emerges. The jobs that are most vulnerable are the ones built on predictable, rules-based work. We're talking entry-level coding, building financial models, sorting through customer support tickets. These are all areas where an AGI's ability to just crunch huge amounts of data really, really fast gives it a serious edge.
Okay, so this whole job reshuffle thing brings up an even bigger question. If AGI ends up automating huge parts of the economy, what does our society even look like? How do we all adapt to a world where our whole idea of work completely changes?
One of the big ideas that gets talked about a lot is Universal Basic Income, or UBI. The concept is pretty straightforward. Every citizen gets a regular, guaranteed payment from the government, no strings attached. It's basically proposed as a safety net for a world where traditional jobs might not be as common.
But money is only one piece of this puzzle. This quote from Nicky Sun at the University of Oxford, it really gets to the heart of it. For so many of us, a job is way more than just a paycheck, right? It's about having a purpose, being part of a community, feeling like you've achieved something. Just replacing the income doesn't automatically replace all of that. It would be a huge mental shift for everyone.
And the pressure to adapt is already on. I mean, this number from PwC is just staggering. The skills needed for jobs that are exposed to AI are changing 66% faster than for other jobs. That means this isn't some problem for our kids to solve. It's happening right now. The need to constantly be learning new things is becoming incredibly urgent.
So with all this uncertainty, it's really easy to feel kind of powerless. But you're not. So for this last part, let's lay out a real plan, things you can start doing today to get ready for whatever comes next.
All right, here it is, a 5-step strategy to make your career more resilient. It all starts with actually using these AI tools, not running from them. From there, it's about committing to always be learning, doubling down on your uniquely human skills, staying flexible, and finally, finding a specialized niche that's really hard to automate.
Let's just focus on step 3 for a second, because it is so important. The skills that are the most future-proof are the ones that are deeply human. An AGI can analyze data like nothing else, but it can't exercise real judgment in a tricky new situation. It can't manage human relationships or navigate the messy, unpredictable real world. Those are your superpowers.
So let's end on this thought. The arrival of AGI is like a massive wave building on the horizon. You can either stand still and get knocked over by it, or you can learn how to surf. The technology is coming, that's a given. The only real question, the only real variable in all of this, is you. The question isn't if your job will change, but how you'll change with it.